Ipsum trustee here with ideas for creative minds.
Leadership of this great full gospel businessman fellowship in chapter for giving me the privilege to be the one to speak on this talk vision. Along the line, we'll be able to explain what vision is and then charge us to have personal vision for our lives. Even as we are still beginning the year, I believe we have not gone far. So there is hope for us. So along the way, we'll be made to understand how to get the right vision, and then for us to wait on it until its fruition. That's the time that it will manifest. So there will be a time of waiting. However, we need to get the vision. Ronaldo. Okay. You see Ronaldo there, and he has the ball. So when you shoot the ball, what's going to happen? The ball is going to move. But unfortunately, there we don't have a post, so he cannot score. No matter how skilled he is, there must be a post before he can score. So in life, you cannot hit a target if you don't have one. You cannot score a goal without a post. Are we together? Then, have you ever seen a ship that sets sail to start moving and its destination is nowhere? I can assure you, you will end up going to nowhere. Or have you ever seen someone who goes to a train station or an airport, say, okay, I want to buy tickets, and they say, okay, where do you want to travel to? Say anywhere. So they are free to sell any ticket. If I were the one there selling the ticket, I'll sell the most expensive one to him. So what we are saying is, there is need for us to have a target, a goal, something that we are eyeing, something we want to achieve. So we are talking about vision. Without vision, you end up fulfilling other people's vision, those that have vision, those that have goal, those that have dream, those that have something they want to accomplish. If you don't have your own, I believe most people that are in the employee cadre are trying to fulfill somebody else's vision. So what is that vision aligning with your own personal vision? If it is, then you are safe. If it's not, then you are just being here, maybe accompanying people in this world. You don't have a purpose or something you want to achieve. So vision, I don't know how whether it be interactive, but let me just say, what is vision? Have you cast your mind to think of vision? I think the notice have been around for quite some time that we're going to be talking about vision today. So did you ask yourself, what is this vision all about? So we want to know what is vision. In general, is what? It's something you perceive or imagine. So it is both the physical and the mental, if you can get me right, what you perceive or imagine. There are some different definitions if you want to talk about specific definition, but in generally, it's just the ability to perceive or imagine something. And then specifically, if you want to talk about the area, we have visual perception, that's the physical one, what you see, touch and the like, but that's not where we are going at. We also have the mental or the one that you imagine, imaginative perspective. Aside that, it is a clear sense of purpose. That is also vision. You can also say it is spiritual in terms of revelation. I've seen the vision like the way the book of John, Revelation was came as a vision to John. He received revelation from God. So anyhow you want to take it, whether it's the physical or the mental, vision is something that you are able to see. So we are going to be talking about seeing ahead, seeing the future. I have some synonyms that I want us to consider, but we are talking about vision. It is all about sight, maybe eyesight, but you can cast your mind to visual perception, perceiving something, view something you look at, image, but there are many things that I have there, but because you cannot see, that's why I'm trying to read them. The ones I want to talk about is imagination. I want to ask a question here. Who can tell me how many windows in the house now, in this house or in the house you are currently living? Probably. When I asked, did you know the answer before now? But when I just say how many windows, you now started picturing yourself in the room. Okay, there's one window here, there's another one here, so you now counted them. Did you count one for the kitchen and toilet as well? Sometimes there are also windows as well. So you have to what? Imagine. Picture something. Now you are picturing something in the past. How about picturing something in the future? So it is all about imagination. You can also look at it in the light of maybe goals, what you call objective, organizations. They don't start without having this kind of thing. There was a time I was asked to join one organization, and on the onset, I now asked the person that's the CEO or the owner of the business, I said, what is the vision of this business? What does she want to achieve? Is a female person. So I was asking her, what is the vision? And she was, lo and behold, she just want to make money, she just want to do business. So, but even that, you want to make money is a vision. How much money? You have to have a clear picture of what you are trying to achieve. That is why if you are looking for a job, they will call it an offer. You have to accept before it will be binding to you. So the main thing you are to consider before you accept is not just the salary. Most people with the salary, the benefits and the like. The main thing is aligning with your personal vision. But unfortunately, some people don't have personal vision. The personal vision is, let's just get money. Is the money high enough? So that is not the only thing. What is your dream? What is your perception? What is your plan? What is your aspiration? What are you trying to achieve? So vision is a very, very big and interesting aspect that I want us to cast our mind to today. So there are many things we will talk about. We will just see some few scriptures. Proverbs what?
29:18.
I know some people know that one. Habakkuk 2:3 as well. Then we have Acts and Joel. Okay, so we have where it says what where there is no vision, what happens to the people? And then we have the place that says what the vision is for an appointed time. Here we see also the vision that Joel has about the coming of Christ our Savior. Well, it shall come to pass in those days. What will happen? That I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and the sons and daughters will see vision. So we have scriptures that are backing our own vision. So we need to have vision, and in fact the vision is God that is asking us to have vision, because He is the one that will pour out His Spirit upon us, that we'll be able to see ahead. This is 2024. We are just beginning the year. The year is still fresh. When I was asked to talk on vision, I said, is it not kind of belated now that we're already in February and we want to have vision for the year? So, but nonetheless, I discovered the year is still fresh. So, what are you eyeing ahead in 2024? You see, the road is just beginning. So, what are you envisaging to see far ahead down this year? That is what we want to charge ourselves to this very evening, that we should have vision for the year. Mostly we have what is called New Year resolutions, isn't it? So, but it's not New Year resolution we are talking about, New Year vision. But since we are used to the word resolution, permit me not to change it. Is that okay? So it is never late. It's never too late. Sometimes some people say, the year have gone far, and there's no need. There's no way you say it's late. So they say late is better than never, isn't it? So you are supposed to have a vision for the year. Probably you started the year without having something you are aiming or eyeing or want to achieve. It is not right to live up that way. In the past, I used to have goals. There was a time I read some books and they encouraged that you should have 101 goals. I wrote them all down. There are some that say, write down the 100 places you want to go before you leave this world. Even those ones, I started writing, goals. But today is a bit special. It's not about goals. It's something more deep, something more weighty. This year I did not do that goals. That's smart goals. I used to do smart goals for 10 areas of my life. I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this. So I said, no. There's a better thing, and that is what we are talking about today, vision. Vision is to see something that is going to happen, and you stay with it, stick with it until when it comes to pass. So it's not too late to be talking about vision now, but I want you to look at it like a blank check, since we are starting the year. If God says this is check for you, this one looks like a check. Permit me to. If they say, okay, this check, write any amount and go and cash it. What would you write, sir? Billions. Yeah. So don't shoot yourself low. You are starting a year, you should aim high. Yes. Now also see yourself like an artist. An artist that used to do painting. You have a blank canvas before you. You are to create the future or the vision of what you want to achieve. If you are going to paint, will you paint something ugly or something beautiful, something nice, something that at the end of the day, people will see and say, wow. So you are the one creating the future now. So you have to have the vision of the future, how you want to achieve it. So the vision is best effective when it's personal. There was someone once saying, I can't remember how they put it, but if the only person you can have effect on is your life. Even your wife, you cannot force her to do something. Permit me to mention for those that are married. You can't force anybody to do anything. The only person you can motivate or change or encourage or is first yourself. And that's the only place that impact will be very, very loud. Because when you improve yourself, then there's every likelihood that it will have spiral effect to those around you. So the vision is supposed to be a personal one. And then it should be a singular one. This may be contradicting writing goals, 100 or whatever. What I just want to mention is you don't need to have true vision for one thing. If you're talking about a particular thing, you can't see yourself as the CEO and then as the clerk or the employee or the accountant or the cleaner. You can't see yourself as two things at the same time in an organization. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. It should be singular. You can't be MD and as well the sweeper. It has to be a singular vision. So you see yourself as how you want to be. And I thank God that this topic is coming, something that I've experienced. There was a time I had one message before I even got to work. Sometime in the past I worked in the bank. Before I got to work in the bank, something that I had a message that they dress like a banker. Wear the suit, wear the what, and I did that. In fact, I refused to wear the shoe. Something say you are not complete. Wear the shoe. I wore the shoe and I started working like a banker in my room. And lo and behold, it came and passed. So it's just like seeing yourself. Some people say, imagine yourself driving that car, putting the gear, changing with the car you want, my people. Anything that you want, just kind of envision yourself achieving that goal. If maybe you want to, maybe an athlete, and just imagine yourself carrying the cup or the medal, then putting the medal on you. Imagine that glamorous end. Then it will give you the energy you need to persevere and wait until it comes to pass. So for corporate organization, it's much broader. I believe we are all here because we believe in the vision of this ministry, isn't it? So if it's not part of the vision, you see, you'll be struggling. If you are working in an organization and you don't like what they are doing, maybe the whole business idea is contrary. So you discover that you're just struggling because you're in the wrong place. So the first thing is to make sure you are aligning with the vision of the founder of where you are working. It's not salary or benefits that you consider first. What is this organization trying to do? If I stay with this organization, will it be helping me achieve my ultimate goal? Lo and behold, let us know that why we are in you and why we are here is because God is preparing us for something. And this is the pathway to accomplishing that thing. You may not know, but God knows, and I can assure you God will accomplish His own, whether you like it or not. Most of the times, He gives us some leverage to go outside the vision boundaries more. But if He is insistent that you will accomplish, He will definitely bring you back and make use of you in the way He wants. So it's left for Him. He knows how He does His thing. So, but don't say you can stop the vision of God. And by whatever you do, if God wants to use you, He will use you. So all you need to do is just allow yourself to be used by Him. Just try to be following the pathway and it will come to pass. So I talk about imagination, we've already talked about that one. Then action. Vision demands that now that you know what you want to achieve, you need to act on it. Vision we are talking about is the futuristic one. So you are planning for what is ahead. And lo and behold, me, I want to tell you, I don't want to know everything ahead. I don't know of you. If you know everything that is going to happen, the life will be boring. I don't know if you understand. Have you ever watched replay of match for those that are football? You already know the ultimate goal that this one team will win. It is not as interesting as when you don't know when it's live match. So, but there is something you need to know that will make sure you are on the right path. If you want to go to Gombe now, you take this road, am I right? Gombe. Or you can't see Gombe from you here, but you know you're on the right track. What I want is just to see the immediate what I should be doing. Maybe I've seen the picture of Gombe. That's enough vision for me. Maybe I want to go to zoo or some things that are nice amusement, or maybe I have a mission to do there in Gombe. So that is the ultimate goal. But however, what I'm concentrated on is now. If you are okay on the road and you are the one driving and you keep entering the bush, are you sure you get to Gombe? You will end up in Maiduguri or Damaturu or Marama. So you have to stick to the road. So the immediate thing is for you to stick to the road. So don't be distracted, stay on the road. So it demands you to walk. That driving or holding the steering and moving straight is the action. You have the ultimate goal which you have pictured. That has given you a sense of direction. What you need most importantly is the now. The action that you need to be doing, the action that you need to be exacting. So you don't need to just hold the vision and just expect it to happen. Despite the fact that I'm saying God has a way of making his own thing to do. There are some that is in your hands. But most of the time, if God wants to do something, he doesn't need whether you like it or not. So, but the ones that are in your hand is the one that we are talking about now. You could be great, you could be small. It's left for you. If you really want to be great, you have to be working it out. So there is need for you to work it out. So earlier I mentioned a blank check, isn't it? There was a lady who wanted to marry, and then it's like a vision that she now saw that God was giving her a blank paper and she would write the qualities of the man. Tall, dark, handsome, I don't know what ladies is. So that she should write those things. You know what she did? She said no. She's returning the paper back to God. Like when God gave you that check. You are not saying, okay, God, you put the amount. That is what I want to cast our mind to. Your vision should be God-given. In the past, I used to write, but now I am returning the paper back to God. Please, you know what is best for me. Even the woman you want to marry, God knows best. Even the husband you want to marry, he knows best. He knows you even better than you know yourself. So if your vision is God-given, it is the one that is sure that will come to pass. If it's not God-given, if you are the one writing the vision, some will fall. You understand? But the one that God is saying, okay, picture this is what they want to do. And we have many visionaries. So vision is about the future. We know some people in biblical stories like Abraham. But it's a God-given vision. I will make you father of many. Look at the stars. It's even God that is showing you. So if your own is that type, you can be sure God will do it. Even though God is still asking for your only son, Isaac, go and slaughter him. God will still achieve his purpose. So don't worry, if it is God-given vision, it will come to pass. So the main thing I want to cast our mind is not just to be writing long lists. God, this is what I want to achieve this year. I have the things I want to achieve. Maybe I want to write a book and the like. You have to, but ask God. If it's a God-given vision, it will come to pass. The visionaries, there are plenty. Even Moses, he saw in the way that how the Israelites wanted someday that they will be liberated, they will be free from the slavery. See Joseph the dreamer. Still right from when he was young, and he saw ahead that he will be the people, his family members will be worshiping or bowing in honor of him. It came to pass. King David, when he was facing Goliath, the shepherd boy, he knew that God is bigger than Goliath. So there's no way God will allow this thing to happen. This is injustice. It's incorrect. It's not proper. So we have visionaries that have been able to achieve much. Remember Isaiah foresaw the coming of Jesus as a baby. We also know of Stephen, when he was about to die, he said, behold, I look at the heavens open. Jesus himself, when he was about to die, he envisioned how glamorous it would be for him to fulfill the purpose. Say, because of the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross, isn't it? He knows that at the end he'll be seated at the right hand of God. So all these are people that we've heard of in the Bible. Now in the secular, we know of people in the past like Martin Luther King. I have a dream that someday the black and the white will be together. And it's happening now. His dream came to pass. Then we have people that have invented great CEOs or those that have been able to achieve much in this our generation today. We know of Apple, Steve Jobs. We know of Elon Musk. How do you call his name? The SpaceX and what is that? Is Tesla company. We also have many people that have achieved much even today. And now the question lies with who are the next visionaries? Is it going to end with them? Even I believe this ministry is the vision of the founder, Demos Shakira. So all this vision does not stop with these people, it also includes you and I. So what are we seeing? We need to see it, we need to believe it before we can achieve it. So we are going to start this year. As we are starting the year, it's still a baby, you are planning ahead. The plan should involve you what? Having a vision of what you are going to achieve this year. Now the vision, you could end up, you could start by counting many things you want. However, we mentioned that the best one is the God-given vision. And the only way to get God-given vision is to pray that of what you want me to accomplish, what you want me to achieve. I have some interesting quotes I would like to read. Worse than being blind is what? Having sight and no vision. All of us here can see, so all of us have sight. But if we don't have vision, even the blind man with a vision will be in a better position than us. So worse than having sight, being blind is to have the sight, right? No vision. I remember about reading, somebody say if you can read but don't read, you are not even better than the person who doesn't read or cannot read. So now that you have sight, add vision to it so that it will make more sense, because you will be able to achieve much. Even the blind man have vision of something he wants to do. We have this Steve Wonder, one blind musician like that, and he's moving the world. So because he has vision, though he doesn't have the sight, he's blind, he achieves much. Please, the next one.
If you want to destroy a man's vision, give him two.
Oh, that was the one I was saying, singular. If you have two vision, just bring it down to a family setting. The wife wants to do this, the husband wants to do this. That's where the vision used to occur. But if the vision, both of them are aiming at one thing, I can assure you there won't be struggle. But forget family. We are talking of personal now. You personally, if you have two visions, I want to Gombe, I want to go to Gombe, I want to go to Damaturu, you must decide one. So it's easier to confuse somebody by giving him two, and that's what the devil often do as a tactic, to give you two vision, so that you diffuse your energy and not concentrate on one. So you can't say I want to be a minister and I want to be something contradictory as well. So if it's ministry, you enter full time. If you are going for business full time, okay, let me be doing business at work. You know, sometimes it's a safest ground to start that way. So it's not bad to start that way, but the vision, the ultimate goal is not to be doing the two. Ultimately, you should be aiming at one and one thing only. So if you have two vision, there's a problem on a particular issue, on a particular aspect. Is that okay? So vision may involve a going process, doing this and this along the way, but ultimately it's one. So two can destroy a person's life. Okay, thank you.
Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world.
Okay, so vision with action is the one we are encouraging us to have. Not just to have vision and then we stay back without acting towards it. Even though God will accomplish, you need to act. You need to do something to help make the vision come true. The next one.
The best way to predict the future is to create it.
Yes, we've spoken about the artist creating the future. You are the painter painting how your future will be. So if you are the one doing it, you should be able to put in beautiful things there, not ugly things that may not have meaning. So you are creating your life. You are the one creating your life. Now if they ask what will happen in the next 50 years, next 20 years, not 30, you don't know. But you are the one that will determine it by what you are doing today. So you are creating it. By that time, I want to have this, I want to do this. So how do I go about it? So you start creating it right now.
Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others.
So before this building came to be, there was somebody who sat down and said, okay, putting the door here, no? We'll put it here. because it's close to the road. So somebody envisioned it. If you have even part of a person who maybe architect, artist, they used to envision the end product before they even start. So everything we know in this world was created twice. First in the mind. So that's the vision part that we are able to see it before it comes to pass. So things that are not visible to others, you the visioneer will see. This place, this ministry will grow bigger. The visioneer will see. Others will not see. They will not know. You say, no, you have to trace, you have to speak like, because he has seen ultimately how something is going to be. So the vision is what others will not see, but you will see.